Hello gorgeous sexy people, welcome back. This is Giselle Gianella, your host for the new Sexy TV. For those of you who are joining for the very first time, a warm welcome. Just so you know, I have given the word sexy a new definition, which is to be satisfied, be empowered to do extraordinary things, fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your goals, being useful, full of vibrance and full of vitality. How's that for sexy? Thank you. Now, today, what I'm going to show you is a very simple technique to improve your posture. And this is so that you can increase your stamina, you can increase your energy. You will be surprised and amazed on how much energy actually you get when your posture is aligned. And the reason for that is that when your posture is out of alignment, actually there is a lot of blockage in your body, okay? And you cannot take as much oxygen as you want, okay, or as you need. And plus, your muscles will be getting very tense, and that causes also pain, right? So, I'm gonna take you through this, and I just want you just to watch first, okay? And then you will be watching this video over and over and over, and you will just be copying what I do, all right? Now, this technique was developed in Japan by Nakano Sensei, a master who I was an apprentice to many years ago. And he dedicated over 20 years in the research of pelvic therapy, pelvic breathing. An amazing and outstanding man. Okay, so let's do it, and I'll show you first. Okay, now the first thing that you need to do to correct your posture is first you need to become aware on how you're standing. Now, and this posture is not just for when you stand, it's also when you sit down. But we're gonna go first through the standing part. Okay, all right. So notice where there is tension in your body so then you can release it. Okay, the first thing to do is you got to align your head. You got to imagine that you have a thread, okay, right in the center of your head that is pulling out straight. When you do that, okay, just do this and then pull your head just a little bit. There you go, and then you just keep on pulling, and somehow you notice that your head will just go up just a tiny bit. Okay, it doesn't have to go, a huge amount upwards, okay? Just a tiny bit. The second part is your chin, this part of your body, okay? So your chin, you just hold it like this, and you just push it back tiny bit, okay? In my clinical practice, I have noticed that one of the main problems that people have is posture, and this is very basic, so you can correct it really fast, okay? Now, when the posture is out of alignment, it just causes a lot of trouble in your body, yeah? Now, to align your head, simply just push your chin back a little bit. So on the side, it looks like this. If you are the kind of person who usually stands like this, you will have a lot of pain in your neck, right? And a lot of tension on your back. So just bring it back. If you stand like this, also bring it to the center, okay? It's always center, center, center. All right. Now, the next part is your shoulders. Now, just make sure that your chest, your neck, and your back are relaxed, okay? And to relax it, you can take a nice breath and breathe it out, okay? And just relax this part, yeah? Just push your shoulders down a little bit like that, yes? Okay? Relax your chest and then just do this, yeah? As if you're opening your chest. Good, very good. Then the next part is your rib cage. Your rib cage actually plays a very important role on your posture. If you let go of your rib cage, as in you just let it go, as in relaxing it too much, what's going to happen is that the diaphragm, which is, by the way, a very big muscle that holds your heart and your lungs, okay, it looks like this. Okay? It has a little curve. This is when this diaphragm is toned. But then when it loses the tonality, okay, and it becomes lazy, it starts becoming flatter and flatter and flatter. And then what's going to happen is going to push your rib cage out. So actually you will look bigger than what you really are, okay? So you hold your rib cage and then you lift it up a little bit like this, okay? See that? And when you lift it up, you hold it. You just tighten your muscles just a tiny bit. This comes with practice, my friends, okay? So you got to be persistent with this, okay? Yeah, especially if your body has been stiff for a very long time, you got to do a lot of stretching. I highly recommend you to do some yoga. Yoga is really, really good, okay? There you go. You hold your rib cage. Now, the next part is your hips, okay? Your hips, your pelvic area. So, you're just going to hold your hips this way, and you're gonna move them forwards. Yeah, see my thumbs here? Okay, with your thumbs you just push back just a tiny bit. Yeah, there you go. And you got to imagine that you have a thread again on your pubic bone that pulls it forwards just a tiny bit. Okay, this is just maybe 1-2 millimeters, but this 1-3 millimeters makes a huge difference. Okay, it's the little difference that makes a big difference. All right, so just push it just forward a little bit. So on the side it looks like this. Okay, so if your posture is like this, okay, head in the middle, shoulders relaxed, rib cage goes up a tiny bit, yeah, then you will be holding your muscles, yeah, your pelvic area move forward just a tiny bit. There you go. Now the last part is your knees. You need your knees to be relaxed. Okay, I noticed that when people actually walk with the knees really tense, that causes a lot of tension in the whole body, and of course it will cause knee pain as well. So you just relax your knees, and you just got to drop it just a tiny bit, not so much, not like this, just a tiny bit, tiny bit. So on the side looks like this. When you do this, it will actually make your leg muscles work more for you. Okay, you need to use more of your leg muscles so then it can support also your structure. Okay, so this is for the alignment of the posture, and this is when you're standing. All right, you're standing up. Now when you are sitting on a chair, okay, you're sitting on a chair, you can hold your alignment. Okay, if you sit on a chair, it doesn't mean that you will collapse, you know, sitting like this or sitting like this. It doesn't support your body. You gotta hold your posture all the time, and this comes with practice, as I mentioned before. So just be sure that you have this posture first, okay? And then I'm gonna take you through the pelvic breathing on the next video, so just watch the next video, okay? So I'll see you very soon. Bye, ciao ciao.